So, have you ever wondered what it would be like to fly or breathe underwater or take over an entire planet with no consequences? Well, there is a practice where all of this is possible within the scope of your own imagination. So, through lucid dreaming, one can play out both possible and impossible experiences in the scape of their own dreamscape. So, I've had frequent lucid dreams since I was very little, and they always kind of weirded me out, and I didn't know why it happened, so I was very interested in this growing up. I kept frequent dream journals, and lately I've been researching the causes of why I've been lucid dreaming and the meanings behind it. So lucid dreaming is a form of dreaming that can be therapeutic and meditational when learned and can help individuals become more aware throughout their waking life. So to first understand lucid dreaming, you have to understand the term. So lucid dreaming is a dream where you actually are consciously aware that you're in a dream. So it's not the same as regular dreaming, because regular dreaming is when you're asleep and you don't realize you're in a dream. So, let's see. According to Dr. Susan Blackmore, a psychologist who studies and lectures on consciousness, lucid dreaming takes place during the REM, the rapid eye movement cycle of your dreams, or of your sleep, sorry. So basically, you go through stages of sleep, each being getting more deeper than the prior stage. So the REM stage is where your eye movements get really rapid, and your body temperature increases, and your blood pressure increases, and that's when most of your dreams actually occur. So, there are a few known triggers for a lucid dream. The first happens when you're actually asleep. So something wild and outlandish will happen in your dream, and it tips you off to where you're like, hey, this can't be real, I must be dreaming. An example for me is one time I was dreaming that I was in my house with my whole entire family and a few friends, and the magic man from Adventure Time. And somehow he didn't tip me off that I was dreaming, but whenever I walked out of my house, I turned around and it was like a giant pink barn. And I know that I don't live in a giant pink barn, so then I realized I'm in a dream right now. So, another trigger to realize you're in a dream happens whenever you're asleep and you're dreaming, and then you wake up with little to no break in consciousness, and then you fall asleep again, but this time you pick up in the same spot you left off of your dream, but you know you're dreaming. So there is a variety of the range of control you have over your lucid dreams. Some people have little to no control over their dreams, and some people can control small things. Sometimes I've had dreams where I can make a friend appear, or I can make a hot dog appear in thin air or something. And some people, when they realize they dream, or they're in a dream, can change the entire location of a dream and who all is there and what's happening and everything. So these all tip you off and you realize you're dreaming. And so lucid dreaming sounds like a fun escape from reality, which it is, but it's actually been proven useful by scientists to help you become more aware throughout your waking life. Studies by the Journal of Sports Scientists say that people who practice lucid dreams have improvement in their motor skills in real life. So they did an experiment where they took 68 people and they gave them a pre-test in the evening of throwing darts. And then these people would go to sleep thinking about throwing darts, and sorry, I forgot to mention these are all people who can lucid dream on command. And they would go to sleep, lucid dream about throwing darts, and then wake up and they would have a post-test where they threw darts. the results showed that lucid dreaming had a similar effect as actual physical practice. So it improved basic motor function. Many report getting better, deeper sleep after they lucid dream. I personally wake up feeling more refreshed, and I feel like I skipped the drowsy, like half awake stage. I feel like I've been awake for hours when I wake up. So, after hearing about the benefits of lucid dreaming, you may wonder, how can I lucid dream? So there are actually several methods that people follow that you can do while you're awake to help you lucid dream at night. So the first being reality checks. That was dark. Reality checks. So you can count your fingers, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll find yourself doing, if you do this multiple times a day, you'll find yourself counting your fingers in your dream. And then some people will realize, like, I have 7 fingers, I must be dreaming, or my whole hand is purple, I'm in a dream right now. And I actually tried this a few times, and it worked, and I had dreams where I'd have like 7 fingers, and I was like, wow, I'm dreaming. So frequent reality checks throughout the day, like turning off and on the lights, or checking the time and then looking away and then checking the time again to see that it's the same time or only like a minute has passed or something. Will train your brain to do these things in your dreams too. And whenever you notice that the time is totally different or the lights don't come off or on or something, in your dream you realize that you're dreaming, and then your dream becomes lucid, and you can do whatever you want with that. So the second way to provoke a lucid dream is by setting an alarm in the middle of the night. So if you set an alarm in the middle of the night at a certain time every night, you can actually train your brain to wake up at that time every night, and goes along with what I was saying earlier about if you wake up and then fall back asleep, you're at a higher state of consciousness and you actually realize you're dreaming at that point. Another method is to tell yourself while you're falling asleep, I'm going to lucid dream tonight. And you focus on that while you're falling asleep, and a lot of people say that that helps as well. So, in conclusion, lucid dreaming is a form of sleep that can be therapeutic and meditational. It can help people become more awake more aware throughout their waking life when learned. It is a beneficial practice. It results in higher motor skills, awareness, and a better, deeper rest. Lucid dreaming makes for a more mindful waking of an individual. So, as Wayne Gerard Trotman said in his book, Veterans of the Psychic Wars, you must learn to control your dreams, or your dreams will forever control you. Thank you.